Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do. Mommy shark do 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 do. High and free. Hey, hey, one. Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do. Bye. Hey people, welcome back to my channel and yet another episode of Motherhood podcast. So I really hope that you guys, your patience is not growing thin with me, because motherhood has been having me like here, from all the exhaustion, from all the household chores that I have to do. So I know that I've made a commitment that my video will be up every Friday by 7 p.m. And looking back, I've realized, it came to my attention rather, that I've not been doing that. There are times where I upload my video like at night on Friday night at 12:04. So I really, you guys, you can hang in there with me. So today I'll be having a very special guest with me. So from the break, our guest will be here. Stay tuned. So as promised, I have a very special guest today. It's the new edition of parenting or motherhood podcast. So please help me welcome the husband of my youth. Please tell the viewers.
And you're gonna press the
Why is it? Press it, please.
It's too far.
It's too far. Just go for it so that you can have your moment. Just a bit.
Come on.
Press it.
I hope press it, guys. I hope you guys can hear it.
So,
yeah.
kindly introduce yourself. Briefly tell the viewers your name and what are you here for.
Okay, guys. I've been dragged I've been dragged to be here. I didn't really want to be here, so this lady decided to drag me. Yeah, but here I am. Okay, so like she said, my name is Raymond Mapena. I'm a husband to this wonderful woman. I'm a father to Rumi. I get this podcast. It's all about motherhood. I don't have to speak about entrepreneurship or anything else.
Of course.
Yes.
Leave that for now.
Yes. So I'm just a husband to this wonderful lady. I'm also the father of the beautiful young lady who's making noise in the bedroom right now, Rumi. Yes, and that's who I am. What else? That's it.
No, I think that is all that you need to say for now, because this podcast is about parenting generally. So the rest of the things, you will say them at our Lovecast podcast.
Yes, which is coming very soon. Yes, be on the watch out. This one is about motherhood. It's not about. It's not more about our marriage or anything. It's about motherhood and fatherhood. So, but there's the other one that is coming. That is on the way. The one that is going to be about how we met, insights on marriage, insights on relationships, how we managed to be together up until this time and stuff.
Love life talks. Guys. So I wanted to feature my husband on this podcast so that he can be able to state out his point of view about his experience as a father. So I have a couple of questions for you. I'm even afraid to ask them, but I hope he's prepared. So can you please be briefly tell the viewers at home, how did you react to the pregnancy positive results
that came out? Okay, the thing is to the viewers, this thing, when you found out that we are pregnant,
I love the we part.
Yes, it wasn't more about me. It wasn't more about my side. I was actually concerned for you, not for me. You understand? I was thinking more about you than me, because at the end of the day, you are the one who has to be carrying the baby. You are the one who's gonna give birth, who's gonna go through all those pains and stuff like that. So I was thinking about you most of the time. I wasn't thinking about myself. I was looking at your whole reaction. When you were crying.
I was crying. I had to let the news get into me, digest them. Because I remember a very short story. I remember when I noticed some few body changes on me, I was like, you know what? Let us do pregnancy test. And then we did it. So when I took the test and then I dipped it on my urine, and then from there he went with the test to the bathroom so that he'll be the first one to know what does the test indicate. So from the from the bathroom. So he was the first one to know we are going to be parents.
I was the first one to see, guys. I was in the bathroom. She dipped the item inside her urine, right? And then I took it to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom and I was the first one to see it. So the whole time, like I said, I was thinking about her. How is she gonna react? How things I wasn't thinking about me. I wasn't thinking about it because, like I said, on my side, yes, there are few changes that are gonna come to me. I have to be prepared mentally. There are few pressures here and there that are gonna come to my mind and stuff like that. But more, it's on their part as ladies. So I was thinking about how she's gonna react, and I was there. I was a little bit nervous though. Yes, and then I came.
I think, sorry to disturb, this is what he said. He was like, "Ish baby kira wirantot," and me knowing like most of the time he cracks jokes like and did he, what do you call?
What?
Pranks, kind of, just
pranks,
mini pranks. I was like, oh no, he's kidding. I'm not pregnant. So he was like from the bathroom, like scratching his head, like baby. And I was like, someone get born, let me see. And then when I got the test, people I broke from the inside. I broke, where to find my video about my pregnancy experience, how pregnancy shocked me.
Madam, let me fix something here.
Okay.
Can you see how the camera is? Can you see that thing?
I think it's fine now.
It's fine.
I mean, we are shooting ourselves, people.
Okay.
Like
no one is shooting us.
No one is shooting us.
Yeah.
So the baby girl
and Rumi is making noise.
Is making noise. So
in the
this is the real podcast. We are dealing with kids. We are dealing with us having to.
Kid.
I said kids. I think I have a baby fever of a baby boy. Anyways, so we are dealing with a kid. We are dealing with ourselves here, shooting ourselves. So this is reality. We are being real with you guys. So fast forward. I cried like. I think it took about 3 months having to be on the bed.
Remember, this is not about you.
Oh, yeah,
this
right.
Is about me, yes. So and then I gave her the item, and then she was there. The whole time I was just feeling for her, man. I was looking at her. She was there. She was crying. I could see what this person is going through a lot. And me not knowing how to. I'm not a good comforter, guys. When someone cries, sometimes I don't know what to do. So the only thing that I could do was to hug you again. That's the only thing that I could do.
And give me some space. Like baby give me space. Like I need to let it out.
She literally told me, leave me alone. I need my own space. So yeah, that's just thought about me. There isn't much about me. It was just my concern was for her and not for myself, because Naila, even though I wasn't that much, I wasn't ready. I guess the right way.
Yes, right way.
So even though I wasn't ready, but for me, I wasn't that scared. I was a little bit nervous. Am I going to be a father? Okay. But I think the first time it didn't sink. It sank as time went by. When can I want to be a father? The time I was growing. Baby was starting to show so many signs. I was like,
changes, body changes.
Am I going to be a father? Okay. So I guess I've answered your question.
Yeah, the first experience.
The first experience.
When you found out about pregnancy, that we are pregnant.
Yeah.
So what I want to understand, and I believe some of the viewers, they want to understand as well, is why did you choose to remain? Because man, a lot of fathers out there, Basia, from the moment I can give an example of my dad. Like when my mom broke the news to her, I'm pregnant, my dad just disappeared.
Your dad wasn't married to your mom. You are married. You are my wife.
Okay, that's one of the reasons. But
that's one of the reasons, yeah.
Okay, so that is the only reason that you were there, you remained.
I decided to stay. Okay, the main reason is that this lady, this beautiful lady, is my wife. So that's why I decided to stay. I didn't even. It goes. How can I put it?
I doubt you ever had thoughts of leaving. Men who would do that.
Would do that.
The level of
not to other people would do it. But now as Raymond, look at me. I would never do something like that. So I decided to stay because this beautiful lady here, like I said, she's my wife. And then the other thing, I'm a man. I'm a man. I have to assume the responsibility of the decision that I've taken. So even though I wasn't ready, even though that thing came as a surprise, but I was the one who did that. You get what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, that thing was my thing. It was my thing that made her to be like that. So I had to assume responsibility. I had to take responsibility and say, okay, no, this has happened, and I had to, to think now of the future. What are we gonna do? We are gonna become parents. How are we gonna prepare for this whole thing? But of course, for a little bit, I was a little bit nervous. I was thinking about the whole thing and stuff like that. But after some few days, after a month or so, now I started to think about the future. How are we gonna prepare for the baby? How are you gonna prepare our finances so that you can be able to take care of the baby? Which house are you gonna move on to so that you can be able to have, space for the baby? So many other must play the financial decisions. That's what I was thinking about the most. And just my preparation in the mind, Hore, I'm gonna be a father. And she's crying. She's crying in the bedroom right
It's
now as we
breastfeeding
speak.
time. So I'll leave it to you, okay? So I want you to again briefly your thoughts on judgment from people. Like I said this on my other video. Hore, more of my journey. That is more, but percentage. I'm being disturbed, people.
She's crying.
She's crying. So percentage. How would you say you felt about the judgment that were going to come from people in general? Like one, oh, they are new in this marriage thing, and then but one right there, but one sorry. So I want you to address the viewers on that while I go and breastfeed my baby. So the floor is yours, babe.
So after the people think I should cut the podcast.
Yeah, you cut it.
I'll be done. Okay, so she's gone. I'm all alone now. Okay. So guys, after the news broke out that she was pregnant, the main concern that she had, it wasn't really about, the financial life, how we gonna support the baby, because already I was financially stable. I was financially stable. So the main concern that came to our mind was, what are people gonna say? That's the main concern. I don't know why it was coming, but I think it was revolving around the fact that people are gonna think, what these people that are new in this marriage thing. That was the main thing. Because we had like it was a month, if I'm not mistaken. After a month already, and now Babiki is starting to show sign of pregnancy. Imagine after a month, like Rumi is a product of our honeymoon. You see, yeah. So we are still in our honeymoon phase, and that came. So our main concern was like, what are people gonna say? We almost made terrible decisions because of that single fact of what people are gonna say, and to me it was kind of a surprise to me. Why was I concerned about people? I've never been concerned about what people are gonna say about the things that I do. I've taken bold decisions before. I've made, big steps of my life. The marriage thing. I didn't care because when you got married, I was 24, guys. I was only 24. Of course, it's a story for another day for the love cast that I spoke about that is gonna come. I was only 24. She was only 23. I didn't care what people are gonna say. I knew there was going to be a lot of naysaying. People are gonna ask me, why you rushing into this marriage thing, tara 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 what. But I didn't care what people are gonna say. I was bold to make that decision of getting married. And then now, it's coming as a shock. Why am I surprised about? Why am I not surprised? What's the word? Why am I concerned about what people are gonna say that I'm married, that I have a baby? What are people gonna say? That is my main concern. Yeah, so we were there. So we wanted to. This one is really funny, guys. We wanted to move to Maung, guys, just away from everyone. We wanted to move from our family members, from our friends, just from everyone. We wanted to move out. We're really asking about how the accommodation in Maung is. Yo, it was really hectic, guys. It was really hectic. I don't wanna lie. Okay, And then, but then fast forward. What I did is that, I was alone. I was sitting alone. I think I was making it was my prayers. I was just praying about the whole thing. My God, I'm concerned about this thing, and I'm about to make terrible decisions because of this thing. Tara tara tara. And then the thought that came to my mind was like, okay, so what really happened here? I'm gonna have a baby, guys, with my wife. She wasn't my girlfriend. She was my wife. We are married. I don't owe anyone an explanation of what really happened. It's our life. I'm a man now. I'm no longer a boy. Let alone my mom. I didn't owe my mom an explanation. She didn't owe her mom an explanation because she was my wife, like I'm saying. So that thought came to my mind. Immediately after came into my mind, those thoughts, those concerns rather about people, they were nullified. They died down. They died down in my mind, and I started to have peace of mind. Yes, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was just a one day thing, but bit by bit, as days went by, I started not to get worried and be like in my mind, she's my wife. She's my wife. Oh, she's back.
Yeah, and adding on to that, it's funny how our I wouldn't say our thoughts, but it's funny how the thoughts that sometimes comes into our mind, they want to play around with us. I mean, we were officially married before men and even before God.
God.
But then you see the thoughts.
My love, leave the mic here. It's fine. Leave
Okay.
it here.
All right. There are thoughts that are useless thoughts that just want to play around with our minds. But then, but it became something for us. Honestly, it shouldn't have been a problem. It shouldn't have been the case because it would have been a case for someone who's not married, someone whom the partner ran away or something like that, or they're going to feel judged. But then it's funny how these thoughts, meaningless thoughts that even don't mean a thing, they come into our minds. They want to bring some conflicts in our mind, but knowing that actually they're not true. So
Guys, listen to me. People have nothing on you, guys. At the end of the day, you are all alone. It's your life. Whatever the decision that you make, don't be afraid to make it because you are afraid of what people are gonna say. At the end of the day, when I'm sick, like the vows that we make through in sickness and in health, when I'm sick, I know that the person who's gonna be there by my side is this beautiful woman here, not anyone else. But the thing is, why was I concerned about those people, what they were gonna say? So at the end of the day, if you don't have a wife, you are all alone. It's your life. Don't be worried about what people are gonna say. And if you are married, if you have a wife, think that at the end of the day, it's the two of you guys. So the person that you made the vow on the altar with is the one whose opinion matters the most. Her opinion. Right now, if you can come to me and say to me, I'm ugly, guys, hey, I don't care. I'm already, content with myself already, and already her affirmations and the words that are coming from her already are giving me so they're enough. They're giving me so much assurance. So it's about me first, and
I'm more
about
concerned about the baby
you should
crying
go.
people.
You should go. Leave
And I
this
don't
thing
want to
for
go.
me. Hey, go. Remi's crying, guys. Hey, yo. Okay, so like I was saying, guys, yeah. At the end of the day, it's all about you. Think about yourself. Think about because if you are more concerned about what people are gonna say, man, you ain't gonna take any tough decisions for your life. You're just gonna be an afraid person, and and if you're afraid, if you don't make new decisions, you're just gonna live a mediocre life. I'm here right now. I was one of the young people to be married. I was one of the young people to be married. I made that mark in people's lives because I wasn't afraid, because I wasn't concerned about what people are gonna say. Okay, guys. I think that this is it from me. This is it from me. I don't know if the wife has anything to say. Do you have anything to say, my love? No, I think that's it from me.
Okay, I would like to.
Down, a little bit down. Put it down. The chair. Yeah.
So I would like you to tell the viewers again about your experience when you held your baby in your arms. Man,
Oh, okay. That
wait,
guys.
man, like him and my mom never kubile mo clinicing. So they managed to come to the clinic the following day. So I was there with my baby, and then he arrived, and then I took my baby for him in the arms. So just a moment, can you express your
Explain.
feelings of how it was holding your lokwanyana in your arms?
Yeah, that. Okay, so how I really felt was like, hey, those people, they were rushing us, man.
They were.
There was some lady who came, hey, you're not allowed to see the baby, she's too young.
She was a cleaning lady. Let me narrate the story. She came and she was like trying to call attention, all our attention to herself. And then there were people by her admin area. And then she was like, Har babone. Babone. I'm like, I see more like government clinics. Babone. O tsa go tsaya ngwana ko roomong o tlo go mo tsenya mo bathong ngwana o sentse a le monyenyane yo blah 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 blah. And then we were like, okay, ha go letlelwe. Like we want to understand, like reason with us. Ha go letlelwe. He be like, hey.
Started shouting and stuff. Okay, and then the other thing, I think okay, if I remember well, guys, like it wasn't. I think it was my first time holding a newborn baby. So I was looking at her like she was too young, she was too fragile, she was too pink, she was too. So I think I was much more concerned about Oshana Lemang and so many others. But when she's still young, I know you can see those things.
Yeah, you can
Because
spot.
she even but I couldn't see anything. So I don't think I've had that much of an experience during that time. During that time because she was still young and she hasn't fully developed and stuff like that.
I think Luana, you're a bit reserved more like to explore here or okay this or not have just be honest with you and like
I was under pressure.
yeah, not under pressure, like being kind of laid back. But this was a child and he was
I was under pressure because of that lady.
Okay, but leaving that out, there was a moment in where like you were trying to figure out or you're not nice like no when did not really.
Guys, she's trying to explain how I felt. I don't even know if she was in my heart or what. But I've told you my experience. So whatever she's saying now, don't listen to her.
Okay. The other thing that I would like you to say out is your final words. Let us just wrap this up. If there is going to be the episode 2 of this, then we'll let you know, guys. What would you say to a young man out there who's married and he's new to this parenting or fatherhood thing? The way that you took it, his advice, your advice to him, maybe he's afraid, like he doesn't know how he's going to hold it all together, the financial part, like maybe they have this thoughts going on into their minds, like I'm young to have a child. Bana 16. So, but with that being brushed off, what would you say to that young man or that young lady? Maybe the guy who motlogetse, unfortunately, words of an advice or encouragement to that lady, to both the genders.
Okay, let me put the mic to myself now. Okay, so what I would like to say to the guys is that it's always crucial to have your steps guided by God. But when you're living, like for example, our marriage was consecrated on the altar, guys. I knew that our marriage was blessed by God. It was before God, and like she said, before man. So I knew that whatever step that was taken and whatever that God has allowed into our marriage, it was because He knew that I could be able to handle it. And as the Bible verse says, everything happens for the good of those who love and serve God. I am a servant of God. I love God. So I for a moment I thought to myself, maybe this happening for a reason. And after a few months, I discovered that when Rumi was coming into the picture, it was supposed to happen. God allowed it for a reason because it was part of the purpose that God has for me, that He has for me. So God allowed it for a reason. So if you have your thoughts and your actions directed by God, you shouldn't be afraid of anything. Just know that if God has allowed that into your life, it was for a reason. God cannot allow things into our lives that we cannot bear. Or what does the Bible verse say? Something like that again. Yeah, so whatever that God allows into your life, He knows you can handle it. Yes, that's the right way. So that's what I can say to you. So always make sure that you make your prayers. Always make sure that you are close to God. And the moment when something like this happens, you ain't gonna have a panic that is gonna cause you to make silly decisions.
And imagine me having to panic, but then I had a husband on my side. So to a young lady out there, make sure that you take care of yourself. You maintain your value. I mean, you have value. I doubt there's anyone who'd want to wake up tomorrow and find themselves pregnant and they don't know who the father is. So just wait. I know this thing of wait, it seems like the old fashioned, yeah, it cliche, the old fashioned way. But you gotta wait. You gotta wait. Me being surprised, but I'm married. What more of you, you are not married? Maybe the guy was here because what habalene umunyenyani. So allow yourself
and
to age up.
directed by God.
Eh,
So that's why he's afraid and running away.
allow yourself to age up a bit, and then let it be a decision of the family between you and your partner. You know what? Let us have Bana, and we will see how we run this whole parenting thing together. Because I don't want to lie, I had a smooth, beautiful pregnancy journey because I had my mom on my side, I had my husband on my side. Like I never had those things but then if you made a mistake, then just continue rather taking care of yourself as well. Don't allow yourself or make yourself to be vulnerable again. Do not repeat rather the same mistake.
Okay, so that's it from us, guys. So Anasari,
Because that means we have a lot.
So we have a lot more coming. We have a lot more episodes that are gonna come. And like she said, very soon you're gonna introduce the lab cast with the maps. Very soon, we're gonna talk about how we managed to be pure until marriage, how we met, insights on marriage, relationship. So please make sure that you subscribe to this channel
And
because
hit that
notification bell and like it and comment,
share
your thoughts. I got it. And the Lovecast is gonna be uploaded on this channel. So make sure that you hit the notification bell. Guys, from the maps, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Let us go and attend our baby.
Let's go attend our baby.
Bye, guys.
No, we need to cook. We're going to cook.